When I started filming, I had the same problem that most drone pilots have right now. You paid hundreds, maybe thousands for this equipment, and you aren't really sure where to take it from here and how to make this thing work for you. I have some very good news. There are numerous ways besides selling footage or flying for money directly, and we're going to talk about all the ways this drone can pay for itself and then some, how we can make it work for you to get eyeballs on your stuff, get paid to shoot more, or promote you beyond being directly paid to shoot no matter what it is you do. What's up? My name is Alex Harris. I'm the videography coach at Drone Launch Academy. It's my job to make sure the students are making sense of the course, making full use of their drones. That can loosely be interpreted to say it's my job to make sure that you're getting the maximum potential out of your drone, whether that means making money directly, making money indirectly, other ways you can promote yourself, and that obviously means getting great footage to begin with. We sent a poll out to our email list a little while ago asking questions about photography, saying what do you want to know about aerial photography, and the overwhelming response was about video. Not sure why that happened, but that's what people wanted to know about. But that is a great direction to be thinking in, not only because video is my specialty, but because 1,200% more social shares are video over text and images. And that is a staggering number, but the average person is 12 times more likely to share something they see in a video over text or an image. And think about it, you've probably been in this situation where you see it on your phone and you think you send a link to your friend, but copying text or sending a link to a website or blog is not as easy. So how does this relate to you at all? Well, there's a ton of ways that video can help you aside from filming for money directly. So if you don't plan to fly commercially, there's still a ton of ways you can promote yourself with it to make it worth the investment, to promote your business or whatever it is that you want to do. If you have a huge bank of footage already that you filmed and you don't know what to do with it, there's a lot of ways you can make money residually off of those and make them work for you. We'll talk about that as well. And how to get eyeballs on your stuff to promote your work if you actually do want to fly for money. And all of this is done through video, but you have to have good stuff to begin with. So this actually should appeal to pretty much everybody with a drone. Obviously, a really important thing is getting eyeballs on your work, no matter what you're trying to do with it, for money or not. But I particularly know how well video works in getting noticed because I ranked #1 for Google search video production in my city back in 2014 because of the way I posted and shared videos. So it's been a while and I'm not completely in that career path anymore. So if you Google Scottsdale video production, you'll probably see me on maps, Noble Studios. You will definitely see me for a drone Google search. But the point is, I know how important it is because it works really, really well. It's like a search engine turbo booster. Before we get into that, why does it even matter who I am or what I think and how did I wind up in this super lavish studio? I'm actually on the road right now. I'm in Germany. This is the best I can do. Sorry. I've been a director, camera operator, licensed drone pilot for years, written tons of scripts, worked on pretty much every job you can have on a film set, and you kind of have to know how to use every tool well if you want to be a good director. I've filmed and edited for networks, corporations, all kinds of weird jobs in beautiful places, really ugly places. Here's me in a sewer. I've traveled all over the world to shoot and edit, and it was a really, really simple transition to go take all that I learned working in film first and apply it to drones because it's a camera. It works the same, has the same features and functions, it just happens to be on a flying robot. But all the things you learn with photography techniques and camera operating apply really, really well. So it's easy for me to be miles ahead of my competition because I know all these things already. So after all that camera operating, editing, directing, I finally got a drone and I have been obsessed with it ever since, completely infatuated. With all that being said about my credentials, what do I charge to film? $200. It's that simple, it's that easy, nice pretty round number. I say this in the photography course and the video course, 200, it's that simple. I know there are people in town who charge cheaper. They are not your concern or mine because what they're providing is a huge volume of work, but they're trying to do it really quickly. They are like fast food for drone work. Their model is to get a ton of cheap work, copy paste, and there's not a huge press on quality. And that's where we can stand out and charge a lot more because we are more like fine dining in town, I suppose, and provide something a little more professional and unique. I could spend 50 years talking about how to get good footage. That isn't the point I'm trying to make. What I want to stress is that you just need to know what not to do, and it is not that hard to learn once you see a before and after. But when someone who is interested in licensing footage you've already filmed, or they want to call you up to film something for them, when they see that you know what you're doing and they'll know what to look for and what amateur mistakes don't stick out that you have to make sure you don't have, they'll see it and they'll be so relieved that they found you that they're going to call you up and go, thank God, you obviously know how to use a camera and you've done this before. And if you put yours side by side with somebody else in town, it might not be 100% clear to everybody what those little things are. It doesn't matter. The people who are going to hire you and throw a lot of money at you to do this kind of stuff are the only ones you need to worry about, and those are the ones who are going to know what to look for. The frustration when you first start out is that you don't know how to improve or where to go. You take your drone straight up in the air, fly in a circle, and you go, okay, this is great. I have this nice footage, but how am I going to take this anywhere? Who do I show it to? What do I do? It's just sitting on my computer. And for me, starting out in video production, there wasn't a giant 10 commandments of the easy path to get noticed and how to have a great production. I wish I had what I give out now when I started, but that's fine. If you don't know, it's not your job to know. It's my job to be here to tell you and save you all the time that I wasted trying for years. Another complaint I hear a lot is that everybody has a drone now and it's really easy to find somebody's cousin who can get up there and film it for you. This is a lot like the guys who are in mass production low quality work for drone stuff. Yes, everybody can pick up a camera, but not everybody knows how to make full use of it. I'm providing something a little extra because I have an understanding of lighting, photography principles, how to frame a shot, how to shoot in the best conditions, and how to make the conditions work with me if they aren't that great. But aside from those things, I'm color correcting, stabilizing any shaky wobbly parts, and I understand not just how to get good stuff, but how to avoid all those little amateur red flags that come with low quality work. And these aren't impossible or hard to figure out. I literally taught myself. Yes, anybody can pick up a camera, but knowing how to set it up correctly and what to aim for when you get it up in the air will make all the difference in your work versus theirs. And these people are still getting a lot of professional work, but it's like keeping your car in second gear. And once you know what to look for, it'll be like night and day. And this is my biggest gripe with DJI. The contrasty go-kart default settings that for some reason are set to maximum amateur when there is so much potential in these gimbals and these cameras already. So your footage versus theirs will be no competition. You should be able to walk in to anybody, show them your reel without saying a word, and have them delighted that they found you instead. But that is your biggest advantage because it's the fastest way to make you stand out. And these are things you can learn literally in hours, not days, not months, hours. But you have to know which avenues to take it beyond just that and getting yourself noticed. And then the feeling you get when that first person calls you up and says, I saw this thing you filmed or this photo you took and it was incredible, and now I'm calling up because I just went on your page and we want to work with you, or we want to hire you for even just a day, anything. The most satisfying feeling. It doesn't happen overnight, but when it does and you first feel it settle in, oh, there's nothing like it. So in the next video, we're going to talk about precisely how to do all those things that I mentioned today, make your drone worth its weight in gold, get noticed, and have people beating down your door, hopefully. Don't compete with the other bottom feeders, give yourself a leg up. I'm going to help you do that. My name is Alex Harris from Drone Launch Academy. Hopefully, I'll see you guys tomorrow.